What's going on, guys? ZooMaa here, bringing you another YouTube video, and today I'm basically gonna tell you guys how I went pro in Call of Duty. Everyone keeps asking me this question, and so I'm just gonna tell them because people keep bugging me about it, and for some reason I just haven't shared it with you guys yet, so I'm gonna share that with you guys today. Basically, back in the day, all I really did was play COD for fun. I didn't really play it too seriously. I like to play S&D tournaments a lot. It's basically what I did, like, majority of the time is I came up as an S&D player. And, yeah, I would just play a lot of S&D tournaments. I was doing very well. A lot of the pro players knew me because I just won a lot of golds. They all knew who I was. I was placing well in online tournaments. But I never really traveled. I never really had the time to travel because obviously I played a lot of soccer when I was growing up. Soccer was basically my life, or football. I know people are going to get mad for me saying soccer, but soccer, football, that good stuff. That was basically my life. That's what I did my whole life since I was a kid. I was going to play in college, but I ended up getting hurt. Played it really competitively. I played for an academy team here in Jersey, and we were really good. We traveled a lot. Never really had time for, you know, on our LAN gaming. I never had time to try and pursue gaming, go to LAN events. I wasn't even allowed to travel. My mom didn't want me to travel. She wanted me to just focus on school, focus on my soccer. Like, nobody took it seriously. And that's the hardest part, is getting your parents to take gaming seriously. But, you know, I'll leave that for a whole nother video. Basically, what I did was an event came and I actually tore my ACL. So in soccer, if you tear your ACL, it's a pretty big deal. I twisted my knee, I had to get surgery, and it was a huge setback. There's not really much for me to do. I just sat at home all the time, didn't really do anything. So, yeah, huge setback. I ended up playing a lot more COD because I just couldn't do anything. And a tournament came around, and it was actually UMG Philly. And Philadelphia is pretty close to me. I'm able to drive to that. So it wasn't too much of a big deal for me to go. My mom didn't care. I didn't have to fly or anything. I just went with my friend, and we drove over to the tournament. And when the tournament started, I just played with some pickup team, some S&D stars. We all live near the area, so I just went with them. And I ended up doing pretty well individually. After that tournament came Anaheim. I ended up placing top 12 that tournament, but you know, we had a lot of pro points from S&D tournaments, so like people still didn't take us seriously. But then after that tournament was Anaheim, MLG Anaheim. I went with S&D players again. My mom saw what it was all about, what the tournament was all about. She thought it was interesting. She started getting more into it, and I ended up going to MLG Anaheim, which is where I really got my name out there. So at MLG Anaheim, I ended up playing really well individually, and I was able to get players like Saints, Study, and Replays to play with me. They thought I was good. They gave me a chance, and at first, they really were just taking a chance on me. They didn't think too highly of me. I think Chris really did, Replays really did, but Study and Nato were on the fence about it. And when we first started out, it wasn't too pleasant. We were arguing a lot. They were just calling me an idiot. Like, they were saying I'm brainless. They were saying I didn't have what it takes. But we ended up practicing a lot. We argued a lot. We had our differences. And going into our first event as a pro team, we ended up winning our first event. So my first event as with pro players and playing with a pro team, we ended up doing really well. We ended up winning the whole event. And when you win the whole event, like, first time, I just say, like, I know it's not my first event, but it's my first event I took seriously with a good team. And we ended up doing really well. So when you win your first event as a real team, people start to realize a little bit more that, hey, maybe this kid is pretty good. And, you know, I was playing really well at the time, too. It wasn't just like I was getting carried or anything. I was playing really well. And that's basically how I just got my name out there. Eventually, like, once you get your name out there, you just need to keep playing well, keep doing your thing. Don't really worry about too much of the hate or anything, because when I was coming up, I got a lot of hate because people just called me a warrior or an S&D star, where, you know, people said I'll get nervous on LAN, and, you know, that kind of stuff, that is, like, fire you up, you know? Like, a lot of people, they get nervous, or they just kind of get down in the dumps because a lot of the pros talk, and the thing that I did wrong was I talked back. I fueled the fire. I would always argue back. I would fight back. And that's something you don't want to do. You don't, wow, I just killed that kid really fast. You don't want to do that. You want to just, like, do your own thing and not try and get too much caught up in, like, the hate and everything. Because the pros are going to do that. They're going to tear you down. They're going to bring you hate. They're going to talk a lot of smack. And I talked a lot of smack back. And that's why a lot of pro players didn't really like me, like in the beginning of the game, or when I first went pro. A lot of the pro players were like, "This kid's annoying," like I don't know, they just didn't like me. But now, you know, I've been playing well. I made tons of friends in the pro scene. Everybody got to know me, got to know who I really was. They know that I'm like down to earth person. I'm not really a douchebag, as like most people seem to, you know, make me out to be. But I'm really not a douchebag, guys. I promise. I'm not a douchebag, man. I'm a nice guy. I used to be a douchebag when I was coming up, because I just couldn't stand everybody talking smack. I wasn't used to it. Like, I really wasn't used to all the shit talk and everybody just kind of having their egos. But I realized that I need to have my own ego a little bit. You know, I need to, you know, grow a set of balls and just do myself. You know, just do me. But that's basically how I went pro. So then after I won my first event, it was on Denial with Saints Replays and Study. I kind of just blew up from there. I ended up sticking it out with Denial, and then I ended up getting picked up by Envy. And then after Envy, I went straight to FaZe. So Envy to FaZe, and then that's another video I can talk about, is how I got on FaZe and that whole process of me getting on FaZe. But basically, that's what happened. And I'm sorry for this game. This game was super boring. And this is also my first time talking while playing, and it was kind of like hard. Like, I wasn't used to it at all. But that game was really boring. There was like nobody there, but I'm sorry about that. But I hope you guys did enjoy how it went pro. I basically just played soccer my whole life, got hurt, and then went to a local event and made a name for myself. That's, in short terms, that's basically what happened. And yeah, I'm sorry that the game was short, or the game was kind of boring. It was TDM, everybody left, and you know, whatever. I was just focusing on talking anyway. Not sure what video I'm gonna make next. I know a lot of you guys want to see like a house tour video or something like that, so maybe I'll do that. If you have any more ideas of what you want to see, just put it down in the chat. Please like, comment, subscribe on the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Thanks for watching.